All right, it is week 2 in Seoul, South Korea, and today I'm going to Gangnam, which is like, I guess, kind of one of the more bougier areas, also like where the really famous library is. So just going to wait for my bus right now and then start heading my way over to that side of the city. I'm in Myeong-dong, so it should take me like maybe 45 minutes is what it's saying to get over there. So first things first, I am in Seoul Plaza here waiting for my bus to head over to Gangnam. So let's wait for that and then let's head over there. All right, made it to Gangnam finally after changing buses like 3 times to get over here. It's also like a pouring rain day. I'm in front of the Gangnam style, the hands, and this is also where that like fancy ass library is inside. So this is the COEX mall, Starfield COEX mall behind me, which I was doing some digging. This is the largest underground mall in the world. So definitely gonna get some footage inside of there. I'll say so far, like, Gangnam itself, I was doing some digging, is extremely high end. I think it's one of, if not the most expensive neighborhood in all of Seoul. So it has like the most posh restaurants, hotels, shopping. Like even on the way in, just on the bus, you could see, like, I mean, even just looking at the quality of these skyscrapers and everything around, extremely fancy. On the way in, they had, you know, Yves Saint Laurent, Gucci, Prada, a Maybach retail store, like pretty much everything that's like fancy and expensive, they had it. So I'm actually starving. I'm standing in front of the mall now. I have some friends who were here doing a cosmetic treatment, because it turns out this is also like one of the most expensive. Actually, I might be able to dip in here so I'm not underneath, so I'm not just soaking wet, and I can actually record this a little bit better. Yeah, this is like one of the most like popular places for like cosmetics, maybe not cosmetic surgery, I don't know how to explain it, not like plastic surgery, but like skincare and hair care and that kind of stuff. That's yeah, that sucks. So I'm underneath like this bridge thing here now, covering the going the entrance to the mall. But yeah, I'm starving. I'm gonna go try and find some food. I'm guessing there's got to be something in the largest underground mall in the world. But yeah, this neighborhood, very posh, very expensive. It's a little bit out of the way. It took me probably an hour to get here from Myeong-dong taking transit. Obviously very cheap and affordable to do that. You could probably do it faster in an Uber, but like the traffic was pretty much backed up the whole way to get here. So yeah, it's kind of a bougie place. I felt like a little bit of a peasant taking the bus to get over here, and you can even just like feel a little bit more of the money in the air. Like people dress a little bit nicer. There's like nicer cars. I saw like my first Rolls Royce and Ferraris, even in the rainy ass day. Like you can't even see an ounce of sunlight on this day. But yeah, we're gonna explore a little bit inside. Obviously gonna go see the library itself. First, I'm gonna get some food while I wait for my friends to finish their treatment, and then yeah, let's just keep exploring a little bit. So I'm realizing a large part of this is like a convention center. So the entrance I came in here is just like grand ballrooms and like different presentations and a whole bunch of like, this is like, it's EdTech Korea Fair, I guess, right now. So this is like the board of everything that's being presented and where it is. I don't know, this is like the entrance, the main entrance by the Gangnam hands. So I didn't really know where to go in. So I'm gonna go actually try and find the mall itself and see. This is like a trade floor kind of thing, and I really don't care too much about going to expos, especially in edtech. It's been a long time since I worked in that industry. So as expected, this place is incredibly big, with like every kind of restaurant, from like American food to Korean food to ramen to Japanese. Like pretty much everything you could think of is in here, and it is massive. I have confirmed it is the largest underground mall in the world, like something like 1.6 million square feet or something like that. I'm trying to decide if I may go to this aquarium that they have in here. So they have a movie theater, they have an aquarium. I just got some food because I was absolutely starving. Literally just got some chicken nuggets. I wasn't feeling too adventurous after all the crazy food I have eaten since being here, like the lime octopus, which is pretty gnarly. Yeah, I'm debating whether I do this. I'm trying to see how much it's going to cost. I think it's going to be like $15-20, but yeah, it's a very aesthetically pleasing place. So yeah, gonna roam around a little bit, decide if I want to do this aquarium, and we'll see. One thing I thought was funny is like they have these markings on the floor, like basically designating how to get to each place, and they update like depending on where you're facing. So it's like outside of the normal like signage, it's very hard to get lost in here. Like they have so much. In the library now, as expected, there's a ton of people taking pictures like up and down the escalators. is pretty hectic in here, and this is like midweek, midday on like a Wednesday. I imagine on the weekends it's even busier, but yeah, it is definitely like really aesthetic in here. I think it's actually like a fairly functioning library too. Like the thing I'm standing beside is like the book search function. Yeah, super cool in here. This is like, I think, kind of the midpoint of the mall. There's like a lot of stuff in here. The aquarium ended up being 35,000 won, which I wasn't super keen on dropping like $40, but I may still get baited into it. I'm just waiting for my friends to get here. Probably gonna try and get a picture as tacky as it is on these escalators, because it is kind of cool. As you can see, like people going up there. It's yeah, it's pretty interesting in here. So yeah, gonna wait to see what my friends want to do here, but this is cool. Definitely worth coming over to this part. Extremely aesthetic in here. That's for sure. If I do like a panoramic, it is pretty awesome. I can definitely confirm it's very easy to get lost down in this place. It does seem like it's a pretty big maze. I went into the Intercontinental Hotel to grab a drink, and it was very confusing down here. There's a lot of like crossover, even with the maps being everywhere. It's kind of hard to find where you're going. So I would just say, like, maybe just plan ahead a little bit of where you're trying to go. Yeah, super cool in here. I went into the Grand Intercontinental Hotel lobby just to get a drink with my friends. Yeah, super nice. I'm not like a huge shopping person, so this mall doesn't really appeal to me that much. There's not really too many, like, I don't know, I like places that maybe have like a cocktail bar or like somewhere that you can just like chill out, and kind of like a third place that people watch and see. And they do have that, like the coffee shops, but I don't know, I can only drink so much coffees. I've had like 6 Americanos today already. So my friends had to go to a dinner, so I'm now just walking towards I'm gonna go back towards the towards the aquarium, sorry. I'm gonna do it. It's like $30, but let's go see some penguins. I love seeing some of them, and I don't really have anything else to do today, so might as well go see. This has actually been really cool. So we started in like the garden, and well, I guess we started in like the jellyfish area, like under the water, of like the deep sea, and then we moved into like the garden area. Now we're in like this rainforest biome that's like actually like really cool to see, and it's like down below here we've got fish in this tank. It's like a very well designed set in here. It's like kind of reminds me of like Disney quality, to be honest. I guess not really surprising. Like, I mean, I'm not really expecting it to be like this well built and have like this kind of budget, but I guess we are in, like I said, the largest underground mall in the world. So yeah, they've really outdone themselves. This is super cool. Now I'm walking further into the rainforest. I don't know if that's politically correct anymore, but now we have like this big giant tree, a waterfall in here. And it's just like playing like really peaceful music. It smells good in here. It's just kind of relaxing. So this is cool. I'm gonna keep exploring. I just thought some of these are wild. This is a albino shark. These are all freshwater animals. This is a shark. Below it here is a black stingray. I didn't even know that there is stingrays in freshwater. And then this is a pig snouted turtle. Look at the face on this guy. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but yeah, it's wild. I didn't realize there's stingrays in freshwater. There's a stingray right there. It's crazy. So gotten a little bit deeper down in here. Honestly, I don't know where they fit all of this thing. Like, this is a big production. So I've walked like through an entire underwater aquarium essentially, and it just seems to keep going. I don't know how big the actual space is down here. But now we're into another room that looks even bigger than everything else. So I don't know how long this is going to keep going, but it's pretty cool. This is like, I guess, stingrays. There's got to be salt water now. It looks like sharks in the back there, stingrays, smaller fish up top. And then there's like, yeah, these sharks ripping around the top here. This is super, super cool. And obviously no aquarium is complete without the underwater tunnel. This guy's like right over my head coming through here. Yeah, this place just keeps going and going and going. Like I'm a ways in here, and there's still like I think 3 more exhibits. I thought we were gonna miss the penguins, but they are still up ahead. But yeah, this has been super cool. All right, so just got back from Gangnam where I was, and yeah, it was like the finishing with the aquarium I think was really, really worth it. It ended up being like 35,000 won, it's like 21, 22 US dollars, something like that. Was super, super cool. I still don't understand where all of the space they found for that was underneath the ground, but ultimately at the end of the day, I think that was well worth the money, worth the time to go check that out. I have literally 1 backpack on this trip, so I have no space to purchase anything. So there's no way I'd be able to go shopping on the streets there. But that is one reason people do go spend a lot of time there. So if that is one of the things you're considering about coming to Gangnam, coming to Korea in general, you could definitely do so in Gangnam. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be my end of the day. I'm back in Myeong-dong now at this point at the hostel. Full day there. Super, super easy. Getting back, I took the subway over to the express bus terminal station in Gangnam, and then just took a straight shot bus. There's many different lines that get you up to Myeong-dong. You just have to get to like close to the Lotte Plaza station, which is kind of like in the heart of Myeong-dong. But yeah, super, super worth it. That was awesome. Great day. I'm going to keep making some more content while I'm here in Korea. Not sure whether I'm going to go to Malaysia or Singapore after this, or back to Toronto. I'm not too sure. But stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching the video. My name's Alex. Welcome back to Lifting Nomad. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.